The Cornical. Easily ferment, carbonate, and serve beer from one vessel. The Cornical consists of a modular keg and fermentation kit. With a Cornical modular keg, you will receive the keg bottom, a V-band clamp, the keg body, and a lid hatch. With the fermentation kit, you will receive a 1.5-inch butterfly valve, sampling valve, racking tube and nut, 1.5-inch elbow, 1.5-inch clamp, 3/4 clamp, 1.5-inch gasket, 1.5-inch cap, 3/4 gasket, airlock, racking fitting, racking O-ring, quick connector 1/2-inch elbow, 1.5-inch barb, quick connector nuts, fermentation lid hatch, airlock washer, quick connector O-ring, a quick connector cap, hose clamp, 1/2-inch blow-off hose, 1-inch bottom dump hose, and the cone bottom. To assemble the fermenter bottom, attach the 1.5-inch elbow with a 1.5-inch gasket to the bottom of the cone with a 1.5-inch clamp. Then attach the butterfly valve to the elbow with a gasket and 1.5-inch clamp. Now attach the cap to the butterfly valve using a gasket and 1.5-inch clamp. Attach the racking fitting and O-ring through the small hole with the racking tube and nut. Tighten with an adjustable wrench. Attach the sampling valve to the racking fitting with a 3/4-inch gasket and 3/4-inch clamp. We recommend orienting the racking tube and sampling valve in the same direction. After fermentation, make sure to pull out the airlock, otherwise it'll create a vacuum and pull in the airlock liquid. You can easily take a sample through the sampling valve. To check the volume inside the Cornical, attach a blow-off hose with a hose clamp to the sampling valve. There is a mark on the front of the Cornical indicating 5 gallons. The integral racking arm makes it easy to rack to another vessel. Simply open the sampling valve and rotate. To dump your yeast, attach the 1.5-inch barb and hose. Dump your yeast until you see liquid coming out. If you're harvesting yeast, you'll need to sanitize the included 1-inch hose and the 1-inch hose barb fitting first. Slowly open the dump valve and allow the brown-colored tube to pass first and drain into a pan. Close the valve and direct the 1-inch hose into a sanitized container. Collect the cream-colored yeast and then close the valve and spray the valve with sanitizer. Remove the fermentation lid hatch and attach the keg lid hatch. Flip the Cornical over and remove the fermenter bottom. Attach the keg bottom and tighten the clamp. Make sure when attaching the clamp that the gap is about 3/16 of an inch. This will ensure a tight seal. Attach the CO2 tank and purge the keg of oxygen. One of the most versatile brewing products on the market. For more information, visit blickmanengineering.com.